Hello, good evening. Right, well, firstly, I seem to have cracked this, not with my readings. Ironically, I managed to put out a short yesterday of me guiding one of my friend's cats back to their house because I know when he's up to no good. So far we're up to 1,600 views. So, because of that, I've come up with a cunning plan, shall we say. And what we're doing is, I'm doing a card reading on one of my friend's cats. Now, why? I can hear you saying, well, basically, if I can get 1,600 views on walking a cat to someone's house, I'm giving this a go. So, the cat in question is called Aurora. And she's quite a particular cat, especially in terms of whether she likes you or not. So, I have decided I'm going to do a card read, and what I'm going to do is see if we can tune into Aurora's energy and find out what's what can be done to make her more civil at times. So here we go, civil cat time. Well, already feeling she's going to be quite clear about this one. It's going to be quite funny. This is the cat that when I actually cat sat for a couple of years ago, I was just looking out the window. I wasn't doing anything. The next thing I knew, she slapped me across the back of the head as if to say, "Oi, what you doing?" Just sitting there watching. So I've got a history with this madam. I mean, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous fluff ball of a cat. But she does seem to have a few anger management issues. So, right. Oh, hello. I've got a reversal there. Why are these reversed? Let's just check. No, what I've reversed. So, we're going. Okay, Aurora, what's your issue? Right, I need to just settle down a bit. I'm going to go that one first. The energy is strong with this one. And then I'm using, just before I do it again, Pamela Coleman Smith's tarot deck, pocket size. It's really handy, by the way. Have to spread out a bit more. Aurora's energy. Oh. Yes, no. Yes, no. Okay, so yes. to spread out a bit more. I don't seem to have the room. Right, okay, what we're going to do is we'll do these top ones and just narrow these down. So, oh, easy. Okay, that's gone. Okay. Okay, let's narrow down those ones. Okay, that's that. Two down. Okay. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay, let's try to settle these ones down. Okay. Okay. Let's push these up here for a second. So, 1, 2, 3, oh, 2, do 2, and then we'll split it down. Right. Damn it, I'm not supposed to do that. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, so for the lovely Aurora, we do have 8 cards. Oh, right, so I've picked with the black. That was my black tourmaline. This is one of the new pendulums. Tempted to say it's dark like her heart, which is a bit cruel, really. Right, so now I'm going to organise these and see if there's actually a pattern. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Right, let's just check those ones for Aurora. 2, yeah, okay, there we go, we've got more. Is there any order to these cards? Okay. Right. Going in. Let's see what happens. Oh, oh, ooh, ooh. Oh my word. Oh, what a set of cards for a cat. What a set of cards. Well, let's just have a look. Oh, she's got a lot of cups. Got a couple of bad ones. It's ironic. That's definitely her. Although, in this depiction, she'd be the person holding the cat's mouth open. She has a strength and a power about her. Okay, let's have a look at this and see where we're going to go. So, three major arcanas for a cat. Bloody hell. Right. Yep, there you go. So let's go for the magician then. So power, creativity and transformation. She's definitely powerful. She knows who's boss. And her owner knows who's boss as well. Okay? That's inner strength, courage and patience. The moon represents intuition, emotions and the subconscious mind. So, right, so that's that. then we'll have a look at the cups, because we seem to have picked up quite a few of them. So 4, contemplation, apathy and missed opportunities. 10 of Cups, joy, emotional harmony and a happy family life. That's quite interesting. The Queen of Cups, compassion, emotional maturity and nurturing. Oh, did I do the 10? Did I do the 10? Yeah, I did. Okay, and then the King of Cups, there you go. Emotional stability, wisdom and leadership. Okay, alright, having you sweetheart. Right, oh, hello, I think we see a little bit better now. I just realised. Right, okay, so that's the majority of those done. So we got that one there. And then we've got 2 not so nice ones. Okay, the ones. So, not too bad. Okay, so 9 of Wands. Resilience, perseverance and determination. Yeah. And then, which one's that? That's the 5 of Wands. And that's going to be competition, conflict and challenges. Now, quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read these as I see them in terms of her. So, let's just ask a couple of questions. Now, I think, do these 2 represent her? Okay. Okay. Is she feeling slightly conflicted at the moment? Yes. Okay. Okay. She's a very magical being. Look at that. You just see it go around. Is she hiding some hidden wound? Okay, maybe. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. Might have to look at some of this in more detail. Right. So the King of Cups. Now, I think this is how she represents Aurora. And I think that is definitely how she wants things to work out. Okay, yeah, okay. Cups for all. Contemplation, apathy, and missed opportunities. Is this because of the current situation? Okay. Is she contemplating that there might be a big change coming for her? That could be it. Alright, okay. Alright, yeah, we're getting there. Right, 9 of Wands, resilience, perseverance. Now, is she she's determined to stand her ground, isn't she? So in terms of Aurora, okay, she's seen herself as the queen. Is the Strength card showing that she's afraid that a change in circumstances will see her lose her strength? And does she feel that what's the current situation isn't entirely clear as to how things will... okay. She would like a happy family, okay? But she's contemplating at the moment. And she's slightly conflicted by what's going on. Okay, I think we've got our answers. So, let's just double check those once again. So, I think the way to read this, quite simply, is... I'll take this down again for a second. There you go. So, these two represent Aurora. So, Aurora is definitely a queen. She's very regal, very aloof. But I think she's afraid that she's going to lose her power in the household. So she adores her owner, most definitely. I think she has quite a magical connection with him, and she is very protective of him. And at the moment, she's a little bit conflicted. I'm going to move these to there, actually. Yeah. She's afraid of things that aren't clear. She's conflicted in her views and not sure what's going to happen. I think she feels that there's conflict and a change and a little bit of upheaval that she's not happy with at the moment. Again, 9 is resilience, perseverance and determination. I think she's very determined that she's not losing her position. She's not losing her position. So... let's just check on these for a second. So I think what I'm going to say about this is I think she's a little battle weary about things. She's conflicted in the prospect as to whether there is a happy family reunion. And I think she's worried about where her position is. It's possible the magician is actually someone who's recently come into the mix, that she's not sure about whether she feels that that is depleting the power that she has over the king. That she's not quite sure about the resilience and motivation and the connection that she's had is still going to be there. So I think at the moment, I think the king has to be very reassuring of her that her position isn't under threat. I think the magician moving into the situation has to be aware of past conflicts that unfortunately she was privy to, and that has reflected badly on the possibility of what a happy family can be. But I've got a feeling the magician this time can bring about this stable relationship. I think with this as well, it's like saying there's something new being offered, but she's not sure. So again, what I would say is, to try and build trust, I think the magician has to spend and approach Aurora with a lot of respect, with a lot of gentleness, but also I think the king needs to re-establish also that the magician isn't going to take away the position of the queen in the relationship. And at that point, I'm going to call it quits. I'm quite happy with that. I think it makes sense, but I will wait and see what Aurora's owner thinks of the whole thing. Anyway, have a good evening, and if you want to watch me walking a cat, which seems to have generated a lot of views, please continue. Go watch. All right. Thanks a lot.